This is the third and final part on my 3-part series of protecting a content-based business. In part 1, we talked about the prerequisites for copyright protection. Part 2, we talked about making sure that you own that stuff. And here's part 3, where I'm going to list off a bunch of stuff that you could register with the Copyright Office or that can be protected under copyright law. I'm Maria Spear-Allis, lawyer for content creators, and this is the Spear IP Show. All right, first category, text. This can be blog post text, text on a social media post like an Instagram caption, the script for a video, and show notes for a podcast episode. Next category, photos. Blog post photos, photos from social media posts, those all count. Now, what does not count? Stock photos. Even if you've paid to use those stock photos, you probably don't own them unless you commissioned a photographer to take some stock photos for you, and even then check your agreement with the photographer to make sure you understand who owns those photos. Next category, video, obviously. And next, audio. That can include any music you created, that includes podcast episodes, and that includes audio trainings. Again, just like with stock photos, if you've paid for a license to use music in any of those settings, whether it's your podcast intro or whatever it is, you might not own that music. A license is not ownership, it's permission. Your opt-in, that's the next category that can definitely be protectable under copyright law. Downloadable PDFs, webinars, audio trainings, templates you've designed, checklists, even quizzes. Those things are all protectable. Now, when I say protectable, I mean able to be protected, so long as it goes back to those 3 things that I talked about in part 1 of this series. It's creative, it's tangible, and it's owned by you. Next, an online course. It's full of worksheets, video, you might have audio recordings. All of that creative stuff that goes into an online course, yep, that's protectable under copyright law. And finally, we have graphic designs, your pins that you pin to Pinterest, so long as you own all of the elements that go into the creation of that pin. Podcast cover art, infographics, video thumbnails, and graphic designs that are encompassed into your video. All those graphic designs are artwork and they are protectable under copyright law. So I just ran through a bunch of things that are encompassed into content-based businesses that are protectable under copyright law. And I hope that helps you when you think about protecting your content-based business. See you next time. Are you a influencer? I'll say that again. Are you a podcaster or blogger or vlogger or industry expert on the internet? Well, head over to spear-ip.com/influencer and you will have access to my free audio training. It's like a little mini podcast episode. I run through 4 frequently Googled topics that apply to content creators like you and give an easy to understand explanation along with a little DIY action item at the end of each topic. Again, that's spear-ip.com/influencer.